Hey folks, so today I wanted to go over what you will need to make the candy bar gnomes from a material perspective and a tool perspective. So the full tutorial will drop on July 25th, 2025. But in order for us to go ahead and get prepared, I've done a little bit of homework. So in the description below, there's a link to the supply list. In the description, there's also a link to an Amazon shopping cart. Now, you don't have to get that from Amazon because most of this you can get at the dollar store. However, I'm going to be making these in bulk, and you'll find that when we do these, they're very affordable gifts that you can make for stocking stuffers or for classrooms or, you know, just even for gift tags. So, and then when you're done, they can actually double as a Christmas ornament on the tree. So what I'm going to do today in this video is just go over what you need, and then on the 25th, we'll have the full step-by-step tutorial. There's also a short that goes over this if you don't want to watch the long edition, but I really wished you would, and I really wish you'd hit the like and even subscribe because we're going to have lots more crafts coming. Crafts anybody can do. So that's what Make with Melissa is all about. It's everyday crafts for everyday people, and we'll do things from quilting, from Christmas. We'll even throw a little bit of baking in there because I have another channel, the Sugar Sandbox, that has all my baking on it. But today we're going to focus on our little candy bar gnomes. So let's get to the supply list. So first thing you're going to need are some candy bars. So I ordered these bulk, and I'm going to use, for this batch, I'm going to use the cookies and cream. But these are just standard candy bars. So I have made them with the larger sizes, and I have made them with the boxes. So we'll do those in a separate. But for these, for our start, we're going to start it out with just regular size candy bars. The next thing you're going to need is some jute or some twine. And you'll see as we make them, it's used for things like tying the top of the cap and tying the hair and different things that we're going to need. So you're going to need some jute twine. You're going to need some popsicle sticks. Now, I like to use the ones that, oops, let me turn it this way. I like to use the 2.5-inch length ones. That way I don't have to cut them. But if you have popsicle sticks around the house, you can just, are more than welcome just to cut them to the size that you'll need. But these work really good. They're perfect size for those little bitty candy, or not little bitty candy bars. They're perfect size for the standard candy bars. Okay. So for the hair, you're going to either need cotton mop or yarn. You can use either one, but I'm going to be making mine with cotton mops. You can find these at the dollar store a lot cheaper than you can find them on the Amazon. But again, I ordered it in bulk, and I didn't have time to run the dollar store before I filmed this, so we're going to use the Amazon mop. Okay, well, what's next on my list? So you're going to need some type of Christmas scrapbook paper. I have 12 by 12 here. You can use the, 8.5 by 11. So you just need some type of Christmas. So this variety pack will use, and I don't think I can get 2 out of a sheet. But, and if I have some 11 or 8.5 by 11s, we'll pull that in too. But you need some type of cardstock that's Christmassy. You can even use plain red, red, white, and blue. Red and green for Christmas. All right, moving on down, Christmas embellishments. So these are my favorite. They're those mini little Christmas lights that you can find. I buy them at Michael's or I get them on Amazon, but I get them in rolls. So that's one of my favorite things to use on these, and they're absolutely adorable. The other thing I like to do is to buy the little packs of Christmas, like the wooden buttons and the little, they're just variety packs. And this one has there's a gingerbread man and there's all that. So that's just used for the embellishments on our gnome. You're going to need something for its nose. So I use these half round, just wooden balls. I've also used pom-poms. I've used buttons, or just regular beads. Even the ones that you can bead through them will work. But they need to be about the 1/2-inch size. And what else is on my list? Oh, we talked about the mini lights, so I got ahead of myself. But again, it's these mini string lights. And you're going to need fuzzy socks. So you will see some of the candy bar gnomes made with material. I use these fuzzy socks. And You'll also see in an upcoming video my rice snowman that are made out of the fuzzy socks. But at the dollar store, you can get them for $1 a pair. Maybe it's $1.25 now. So, but then you can get 2 out of that. But if you want to use material, we can do that as well. But in this video, we'll be using the socks to make our hats. And I have lots of them, because we're going to make lots and lots of candy bar snowmen. Or not candy bar snowmen. Sorry, gnome candy bars. All right, so that gets us to our list. So let me go through it one more time. So you're going to need regular size candy bars. You're going to need jute twine. You're going to need popsicle sticks. You're going to need your cotton mop or your yarn for the hair. You're going to need scrapbook paper. You're going to need some type of Christmas embellishments. You will need something for the nose, like little 1-inch balls or wooden balls or buttons or even little pom-poms. You're going to need, if you choose, these little bitty lights that I love so much. And you're going to need fuzzy socks. So that is it for our materials. For your tools, you need your paper scissors, not your fabric scissors. So we're going to be cutting paper. And if it's anything like where I grew up, fabric scissors, excuse me, again, fabric scissors were only for fabric. Paper scissors were only for paper. So you'll need that. You'll need a glue gun and some glue sticks. So I love my Gorilla glue gun and Gorilla glue sticks. And if you have access to, but it's not necessary, if you have a paper cutter. So I have my one from Cricut that I will use, especially if I'm doing a lot of them. But again, since we have our paper scissors, we're going to be, you know, that's just fine. It's just only if you have it. So that summarizes what you're going to need to make these gnome candy bar stocking stuffers or gift tags, whatever you want to call them. But they're so much fun and they're so easy to put together, and you'll find that, especially if you have to do something in bulk, it's a great way to, you know, give a little gift. A few years ago when I did a crafts fair, they were my #1 seller. So people love them and people love to receive them. So if you would, again, like this video, subscribe to the channel. The full tutorial's coming on the 25th of July, 2025. I'm Melissa. This is Make with Melissa, and I hope to see you back soon. Thanks much.